If I help you today, you've got to help yourself tomorrow. These words, spoken by Keanu Reeves to a homeless man in a subway, became the catalyst for an extraordinary journey. In the next few minutes, you'll see how this simple exchange grew into a movement, reuniting families and inspiring thousands. This is more than just a feel-good story. It's a blueprint for changing lives. Picture a bustling New York subway station, teeming with commuters rushing to catch their trains. Amidst the chaos, a solitary figure sits slumped against a grimy wall, seemingly invisible to the hurrying masses. This man, whom we'll come to know as Leonard, wears tattered clothes and a weathered expression that speaks of countless hardships. As the crowd surges and ebbs, a familiar face emerges from the sea of strangers. It's Keanu Reeves, casually dressed in jeans and a dark jacket, blending in with the everyday commuters. At first, no one seems to notice the Hollywood star in their midst, too focused on their own destinations. But Keanu's attention is drawn to the lone figure against the wall. He pauses, standing still as others rush past him. His eyes lock onto Leonard, taking in the man's disheveled appearance and defeated posture. For a moment, Keanu seems to be weighing a decision. Then, breaking away from the flow of foot traffic, Keanu approaches Leonard. The contrast between the world-famous actor and the homeless man couldn't be starker. Yet Keanu moves with purpose and compassion. As he gets closer, tension builds. What could a movie star possibly want with this downtrodden stranger? Keanu crouches down, meeting Leonard at eye level. Instead of simply offering money or hurrying past like so many others, Keanu asks an unexpected question. "What do you need?" The simple inquiry catches Leonard off guard. He looks up, confusion evident in his eyes as he processes the fact that not only has someone stopped to talk to him, but it's Keanu Reeves. Leonard hesitates, unsure how to respond to this sudden act of kindness. For a moment, the two men stare at each other, an invisible connection forming between them. It's clear that this isn't just another fleeting interaction between a celebrity and a fan. There's something more profound happening here, a human connection that transcends social status. As Leonard begins to open up, his initial wariness giving way to cautious hope, it becomes evident that this chance encounter is about to change both of their lives. The subway station fades into the background as their conversation deepens, marking the beginning of an extraordinary journey neither could have anticipated. In a world where celebrity encounters often last mere seconds, Keanu Reeves was about to shatter expectations. His next move would challenge our assumptions about fame, compassion, and the power of genuine human connection. Keanu sat down next to Leonard, breaking the invisible barrier that often separates the homeless from passersby. This simple act created a sense of equality, opening the door for a meaningful conversation. Keanu leaned in, his eyes focused intently on Leonard, genuinely interested in hearing his story. As Leonard began to speak, the layers of his life peeled away. He shared how he had lost his job when the local manufacturing plant shut down, leaving him without a steady income. Health issues followed, making it difficult to secure new employment. Without a support system to fall back on, Leonard found himself isolated and eventually on the streets. Keanu listened intently, his face a mix of concern and understanding. He nodded at key moments, encouraging Leonard to continue. It was clear that this wasn't just polite small talk. Keanu was fully engaged, processing Leonard's struggles and considering how he might help. When Leonard finished speaking, Keanu's response was unexpected. Instead of simply offering money, he proposed a challenge. "If I help you today," Keanu said, "you've got to help yourself tomorrow." This approach was different from typical celebrity interactions, emphasizing personal agency and long-term change rather than a quick fix. Leonard's initial reaction was skepticism. He had heard promises before, and life on the streets had taught him to be wary. But Keanu persisted, explaining that he wanted to provide more than just temporary relief. He spoke about local resources and programs that could offer sustained support. As Keanu continued to talk, something shifted in Leonard's expression. The wall of distrust began to crumble, replaced by a glimmer of hope. In that moment, Leonard made a decision that would alter the course of his life. He agreed to accept Keanu's help, marking a turning point in his journey from despair to possibility. Keanu reached into his pocket and pulled out a small card. On it, he wrote the contact information for Hope Outreach Resource Center, a local shelter known for its comprehensive support programs. As he handed the card to Leonard, Keanu emphasized that this was just the first step. The road ahead would be challenging, but Leonard wouldn't have to walk it alone. Have you ever wondered how a single act of kindness can set off a chain reaction? As Leonard took his first steps into the shelter, He was about to become the epicenter of a compassion wave that would ripple far beyond the walls of Hope Outreach Resource Center. Leonard's arrival at the shelter was met with a warm welcome from the staff. They had been quietly informed of his situation, a result of Keanu's behind-the-scenes efforts to ensure Leonard received the support he needed. This wasn't just another intake, it was the beginning of a journey that would touch countless lives. The initial days were filled with a flurry of activity. Leonard underwent health checkups, attended counseling sessions, and began job training programs. Each step, though small, was a victory in itself. He filled out his first job application in years, a moment of pride tinged with nervousness. There were setbacks too, moments of doubt and old habits that threatened to derail his progress. But with the support of the staff and the memory of Keanu's encouragement, Leonard pressed on. Meanwhile, unbeknownst to Leonard, a bystander's video of his interaction with Keanu had gone viral. Millions watched as the Hollywood star crouched down to speak with a homeless man, treating him with dignity and compassion. The video sparked a national conversation about kindness and the power of personal engagement. The impact was immediate and far-reaching. Donations poured into Hope Outreach Resource Center and similar organizations across the country. Volunteers signed up in droves, inspired to make a difference in their own communities. The shelter, once struggling to meet demand, now had the resources to expand its programs and help even more people. As Leonard continued his recovery, a surprising turn of events unfolded. His estranged brother, Paul, saw the viral video and recognized Leonard. After over a decade of silence, Paul reached out and visited the shelter. The reunion was emotional, bridging years of misunderstanding and lost time. It was then that Leonard fully grasped the wider impact of Keanu's simple act of kindness. What had started as a conversation in a subway station had not only changed his life, but had inspired a movement of compassion. Leonard realized that he was part of something much bigger than himself, a ripple effect of kindness that was changing lives across the nation. While celebrity charity often involves big checks and photo ops, Keanu Reeves took a radically different path. His method wasn't just kind, it was revolutionary. Let's break down the blueprint that's inspiring a new wave of compassion across the country. Keanu's approach to helping Leonard was characterized by personal engagement and genuine interest. Instead of simply throwing money at the problem, he took the time to sit down, listen, and understand Leonard's unique situation. This personal touch created a connection that went beyond a typical charitable interaction. The contrast with traditional celebrity philanthropy is stark. Often celebrities make large donations or appear at fundraising events, but rarely engage directly with those they're trying to help. Keanu's method, however, focused on the individual, treating Leonard as a person with dignity and potential, not just a charity case. Experts suggest that this personalized approach has a profound psychological impact. By showing genuine interest and offering ongoing support, Keanu provided more than just material assistance. He offered hope and a sense of self-worth. This emotional connection can be a powerful motivator for change. Keanu's involvement didn't end with that subway conversation. He ensured Leonard had access to resources and support, demonstrating a commitment to long-term change rather than a one-time act of kindness. This ongoing support is crucial for creating lasting impact and helping individuals overcome complex challenges. The ripple effect of Keanu's actions has been significant. His approach has inspired a movement of personal engagement, encouraging others to adopt similar methods of helping those in need. People across the country are realizing that they don't need to be celebrities or have vast resources to make a difference. They just need to be willing to engage on a personal level. This shift towards personalized help is showing promising results. While specific statistics aren't available, anecdotal evidence suggests that this approach leads to more sustainable outcomes. When people feel seen and valued, they're more likely to actively participate in their own recovery and growth. The long-term impact of this approach extends to both the helpers and those receiving help. For those offering assistance, it provides a deeper sense of connection and purpose. For those receiving help, it offers not just material support, but also dignity and hope for the future. Keanu's simple act of kindness in a subway station has evolved into a blueprint for effective charitable action. It reminds us that sometimes the most powerful way to help is to simply stop, listen, and engage with genuine compassion. From a chance encounter in a bustling subway to a nationwide movement of compassion, Keanu Reeves' simple act of kindness has shown us the profound impact of personal engagement. This story reminds us that transformative change often begins with small, genuine connections. Research shows that witnessing kindness inspires others to act similarly, creating a positive cycle. By taking a moment to truly see and listen to those around us, we can spark meaningful change in our communities. Whether it's volunteering at a local shelter, joining a neighborhood cleanup, or simply reaching out to someone in need, each of us has the power to make a difference. As you go about your day, challenge yourself to notice those often overlooked. A conversation, a helping hand, or even just a smile could be the catalyst for someone's journey towards a better life. Remember, you don't need fame or fortune to change a life, just the willingness to connect.